Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. It is Christian Ortiz.
We're back. It's Peter.
And you're on the ropes. That's right. The CP on the ropes. Happy Friday. Hot as hell. End of August. It is hot as hell, Peter, outside.
Heat infuriates me.
It's that. I mean, it is that bad. Like, I have yard work to do and shit stuff. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it.
He said, fuck that. No, but I walked outside.
It's too hot.
Yeah, my phone was on like 2% when I walked back inside. And I realized I left my charger in the car, and I instantly got mad. Instantly. I was like, I have to go back out there. And it was, even if it was like 2 seconds, I was like, this fucking heat is pissing me off.
Dude, honestly, if you stood outside, how long till you start sweating?
For me, I sweat from anything, so like probably like 30 seconds.
Same with me.
Yeah, I'll just be like, ugh.
Kevin?
I sweat weird. Like I start sweating from my nose. So when you see my nose is sweating, you know it's out.
Your fucking nose?
It's my nose. It starts from my nose.
Does it drip like off of your nose?
No, it just gets like right here. I'm just like, this is fucking weird.
So like it just like
We all, I guess, I mean,
Right
I'm a
around
normal
here?
sweater.
I sweat, but
my wife, she sweats from the inside and then just goes in it's in her back. It's weird.
what? Wait, what? Sweats from the inside? What do you
She
mean?
gets super hot.
Yeah.
But she's not sweating here, and then her back gets like scorching, like just soaked.
yeah, everyone sweats different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
that's my indicator.
Anyways, folks, it's August 28th. It is Friday, the end of August, and we're still in the COVID pandemic. Lots going on in the world, but if you want to tune in and you're out there, someone out there struggling in your marriage, your relationship, and you need some advice,
That's what we're here for.
We got Christian and Peter on the here today, which is me, of course, and him, that are going to be giving you some really good advice and some input. I married 11 years and been with my wife for 13.
And I've been with Kaylee for about a year, and it's still a year and some change. That's basically where it's falling.
Yeah,
into.
and we both are going to give guys perspective, but we also ask
Anyone to come on.
anyone to come on, and we you know I've been through it, the ruts, the bad, the ugly, the great. I've learned a lot about my marriage, so we're going to be here talking about that. That brings me to our first topic, which is the relationships in marriage. And Peter, me and my wife got finished watching Married at First Sight. Your thoughts on that show?
To be honest with you, shows like that, like, and this is gonna be like not necessarily controversial or anything like that, but like I really do enjoy some of those shows. Like for
Why?
example, Love Is Blind. I just think it's cool to be able to watch another dynamic, but then it's also nice to be on the outside of that shit. You know what I mean? So like if potentially you might be in that situation, you can kind of think back to that and be like, oh shit, like this is what I'm doing wrong, or oh shit, like this is how she's approaching this situation. Because you really don't know, no matter what anyone says. You don't know. Well, some people will come back and tell you possibly, but you really don't know how your significant other is talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time I saw. My wife had seen it before, but it was the first time I kind of got intrigued by it.
And you just sat down with her?
I did. I watched the whole. I think it was season 9.
Yeah.
It was 4 couples. 2 made it, 2 didn't.
Yeah.
And one was obvious. But I do want to talk about one of the couples, the one that didn't make it. And I'm not talking about the obvious ones as to why they didn't make it. The one guy was an asshole. He was a basketball player. The girl was she seemed like a good girl.
Real tall white dude.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
And
He was a dickhead though.
An idiot. And I remember he's like, he just was a weird dude.
He was a dickhead. Like
and she was all over this guy. I don't know. He cheated on her or whatever. Like it
didn't take long.
It just didn't take long. It was he told me he said that within the first 15 minutes he didn't have it. Anyways, one of the couples they get married at first sight. Okay, and the one girl, 27-year-old, and a 27-year-old
I need to look
male. Okay, both 27, really good people. The girl's a virgin. She was a virgin, and obviously the guy didn't know, you know, and it was a really big. It was a constant talk. It was a constant like. You know, they came back from the honeymoon. She had found like condoms in his drawer from like his past or whatever. Like she fucking like flipped on him
That
for
was
it.
this girl, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
it.
I remember
That's
now.
it. You remember.
Yeah.
I
I didn't finish this one though. I didn't finish this
And
season.
she like flipped on him, and dude was like, he was starting to feel like really uncomfortable because he's like, anytime he had to talk about sex or he had to talk about like that topic, it was like a middle school kid, and like it just really bothered him. Like she was a good person, you know what I mean? You can tell she was a good person, but experience wise, like he had to make a decision in his head if he wanted to go down that route, like she just, you know, like she had to go through like therapy and had to like put like gel on her body so he can kiss it so she can learn how to be touched. And he's like, the dude is like, he's
didn't even get that far.
good, he was a good dude. He's like, listen, I'm 27. Like we're adults here. We're not like, this is not like, you know,
We know what he trying to do.
you know, no,
Come
it's
on, man.
he didn't say that, but he just was like, I'm not like, the reason why
was insinuating.
people couldn't believe why he left her. And from a guy's perspective, immaturity, like at 27 years old. I mean, I'm immature. Don't get me wrong. We're all immature. I'm immature
totally
at 37. I'm immature here in the gym sometimes.
Yeah, we're all immature.
But when it comes to like, you have to have a connection and build that. There's just things you have to tolerate and things you're not. And he made a decision. He's like, I'm not going to tolerate this and I can't move on. This was a deal breaker for him, you know? And he got faulted for that. And that brings me to each couple is going to have a deal breaker. They're all going to have that line like, I'm not putting up with this or I am going to put up with this, you know?
Did she explain like what made her stay a virgin that long?
She just says she was waiting for her husband.
But she felt
God.
weird when he touched her?
So they got to me, this is how I look at it.
Kind of get where she's coming from though.
No, hold on. If you're going on married at first sight, if you're going to get married and you're already automatically married, you're committing to this.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I don't give a
that's true, that's
I
true.
don't care if you don't know the person. I don't care. If you are making that commitment where you're going to go on the show and you're going to get married. Listen, for those of you that are out there, what is married to you? Okay, I'm speaking on me. To me, it's a commitment. It's two people that are committing together to either commit to each other, to commit to each other, and to also commit to their together common
Relationship.
goals.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a full commitment, not a half-ass commitment, not I'm gonna wait, give, and take on. No, it's you give until you can't give no more. And if they're not giving, obviously you're going to shut down and you're leaving. That's just plain and simple what it comes down to.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. I agree with that.
Wait, hold on. Did they kiss though?
Yeah, they kissed.
They were like
Okay,
pet kiss though,
okay.
right?
No, they kissed. They kissed.
Oh, they were making out and shit.
Okay.
I didn't get that far. So I understand like her perspective at first. Before you were like, this is a commitment. I completely fucking forgot about that part. But you were going on to this show, being married at first sight to a man that you do not know. You know what I mean? And I'm not sitting here and being like, oh, you had to have sex with him the first night. This isn't a one-night stand. But at the same
married.
time, yeah, you're fucking married now. You're fucking married now. Granted, you don't know the guy.
So how do you feel
Sure.
about that?
Like,
All three of us here.
yeah, I was
So
gonna say,
if
like,
you go on first sight, you're getting fucking married, and then you're going on a honeymoon for a week.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are
wait,
you
wait, wait. So the show is you go on the show, you find someone, and then you get married?
No.
No. So
Go ahead,
they
Peter.
they all like take a test, or like they're with the psychiatrist for a while, and then the psychiatrist puts together a profile, and they're like, "Hey, we found a match for you.
Yeah.
You're getting married
Oh,
to
I
this
thought
person."
I thought they were like, we're gonna get married, and then someone's like, hey, you should be on a show and go through it. I thought that's
Oh
what
no,
it
no,
was.
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
bro! These people
Everything's
know
all
nothing
show.
about each other, but they have
And this
like
is legal.
yeah, they all have like common stuff, like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to mend well. But that goes to show how complex a human is.
It's like super Tinder.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how complex human relationships are.
Yeah.
Because you could take an individual, and we'll go off of fucking zodiacs and shit. If you want to take a zodiac and these two things match up, right? It could be absolutely perfect in regards to the zodiac, but guess what? This person smokes, the other person doesn't.
Yeah.
The other person is like, hey, I'm not giving this shit up for you. The other person's like, hey, I don't like smokers. You need to stop smoking.
Ain't gonna last.
It's not going to fucking
not gonna
last.
last.
It doesn't matter how perfect it is. It's a complexity of the human relationship. So she,
Fucking Geminis.
sure, like she should have known I am getting into a relationship with a man that I do not know. On top of the fact that men are men. Like, they're going to want sex. I don't know.
No, hold on. Don't disrespect us like that. We just had this conversation.
Yeah, but
They don't want sex. We do not want sex.
we want physical touch.
No. Rewind real quick. We don't want sex.
We need it.
We
I'm
need
sorry.
sex.
Yes, that is true.
It is
Yes.
a need of a man. It's just
Very true.
common. It is we reproduce.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's our systems, our internal bodies are made to reproduce.
The Lord said, "Be fruitful."
That's it. I mean, I
that
can't say it any better than that.
That is very true.
And yeah, we can save ourselves, and people do that or whatever. But when men, if you're gonna, like my wife, like that's it. Like I want to reproduce her. Like it's just how our brains are wired.
Yeah.
I just wish it worked. So, being that she's knowing that she's getting into this relationship, it's going to be televised. That's something that she should have started squaring away with prior to the show. I don't want to fault her because I understand her perspective.
I have a caveat to this.
Okay, let's hear it.
What if it was the other way around?
The dude is like, "Don't touch me." Like,
What if it was the other way around?
Bro, dude,
My wife brought up a good point, even said that. She's
Yeah.
like, what if it was the other way around? Like, what if the guys were pulling this shit? Because she saw, how it was going. She's like, why do they have say? And I'm like, Mama, you were like that a little bit at first, it was like, I'm not, like, she saw it, but she's like, when they see it, they're like, damn, we're really like that to the guys. And it's the truth. You are. All the guys, all the three other guys, they did not, sex was it was non-existent for a while. The one guy with the virgin, they never had sex.
Yo, I remember this one girl, I think it was on that season, and she was like, "You just have Caucasian male sex."
Yep, that's her. You know what? They're still together. They're doing really well. I think she's. I think one. I think.
Wait, say that again?
I fucking lost it when I heard that. They were having an argument. You're going to have to go, because I totally forgot it, but she said, "You have nothing but Caucasian male sex." Bro, I'm over here laying with Kaylee, right? Kaylee's on my arm.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I have no clue. But it is fucking hilarious.
She was white
She was white.
and he was white.
Yes.
What?
But I don't know what that. He was like. He even was like. I don't even know what's going on.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yo, that dude was good. I really liked that guy.
It was a bald dude, right?
He was 35. He didn't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
He was gonna tell her the way it was.
Yeah, he did.
And he did. He put her in her place. And you know what? That connected them. They were straight. He put her in her place real fast. He's like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. You're either committed or you're not. Don't talk to me like that. She flipped the fucking table.
And she was crazy, though. She was crazy.
They were a match made in heaven, though, man. They were good.
That's
She
awesome.
was crazy.
They stayed married, and
That's
they're
the
still together.
cat lady, though?
They're still together till this day.
That was that weird cat lady?
Both those couples, I don't know. It's not the cat lady. Both those couples that made it on that show in season 9, they're still together.
I got to see the other one, because I remember
good.
that one. It was her and the bald dude, and then there was someone else. I do remember who you're talking
it
about,
was
though.
a black couple, Deanna and
I gotta see their faces. I'm not gonna remember.
anyways, so real quick, I want to get back to the point we're trying to make here is when you get married, a lot of people don't realize how many things end up things you take for granted. That couple that she goes on there to get married to her husband. She's like, I'm saving myself for her husband. I mean, if maybe if they would have had sex, maybe she would have saved it for him. But she left him with an open mind, and then like, when is this gonna happen? Like, do I need to deal with this? You know, like I'm married to my wife. Like I can't even have my wife. You know, like I need to go through all this shit. Like he just wasn't ready for that. And like, who blames him for that? You know, do you?
No,
Would you just took it out?
that's tough, man. It's like you get married, and that was the thing she was waiting on, but then you still like can't.
Well, they had to make a decision in 8 weeks.
Yeah, to like stay with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got married, and then the clock started ticking right after.
8 weeks. 8 weeks. They had a decision to stay together or
But
get a
what
divorce.
was she waiting on? Like that was like, wasn't that the thing? Like, all right, we're married.
She did try. I mean, not sexually, but she tried to connect with him and dance with him, and like she did a good job. She did.
Okay.
She was committed, but I just don't think she was just committed the way he needed it to be committed.
Right.
He wanted
Again,
sex.
Here's why. She couldn't connect to him. Why? One simple answer. How do we connect?
Interaction.
You got it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
My point is, if he, like, and a lot of women, they just don't understand that. Like, they don't get that. They just think, oh, well, he's a guy. He just wants sex all the time. Like, it's not that. It's
It is
our
a
way.
biological
It's our
need.
signal of connection to you.
yeah.
Our commitment to you. And if that's denied, or you're withholding that, or you're blackmailing that,
Bro,
you're destroying your man.
Women
I mean,
weaponize that shit.
I'm telling you, you have. I don't know how far we're into this, but this is a good clip. If any woman out there or man, because there's men out there too that have low testosterone that probably have problems. If you are withholding any sort of intimacy, whether it's physical intimacy, verbal intimacy, emotional intimacy, if you are withholding that on purpose, or you're blackmailing that person, or you're just like, you're not giving that, and that's that person's love language, that's the way they feel loved, you are destroying that person inside. You have no fucking clue what you're doing.
That's emotional. Like, that's an emotional manipulation, is what that is.
They have no clue. You are
That's
just
terrible.
destroying that person.
That's
You
terrible.
are destroying that person. You have no fucking clue. I'm telling you. And if you're looking at this and you're like, oh well, you know, he does this or she does this, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm just telling you, the reason why he probably even does do that is because he's not connected to you.
Yeah.
You withhold that.
Yeah.
There's resentment there.
Yeah.
I mean, and if any of you disagree, just come on to the show and give us a
You
valid.
don't have to.
valid
You don't have to. It's a fucking fact.
yeah,
I
it's a
promise you
valid.
that.
Give us a valid counter argument, and if not,
It is what it is.
we're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I see
It's
it.
crazy how like someone can just withhold that. Like, oh yeah, that's how you feel. Well, guess what? We ain't fucking. Like, what?
Yeah.
If a guy resents the woman so bad, let's say you're in a marriage and the guy resents that female so badly, like it goes into a point where you start resenting yourself for even like being in that situation. Yes.
Yeah.
So then like you don't love yourself, and then you don't even want to love the other person, and you're like, I'm fucked here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just feel like you're
Like
stuck.
I don't feel loved. I don't feel like connected. I can't even like, you know what I mean? Like you get like that. I'm not trying to scare anybody away, but that shit happens, man.
Right.
I don't care what anybody says. If you've been together for 10 or more plus years, that will happen, and that has happened. You get like that, it is a ugly, just terrible situation.
Yeah, I mean, like, but people have to understand that going into relationships. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people be like, "Oh, the relationship wasn't that great because X, Y, Z," and in that, like, if you're expecting to not run into problems within a relationship, then don't get in a fucking relationship. It's going to happen. There are going to be problems that you're going to have to face together.
Yep.
And if you don't manage to face them together, guess what? You guys are going to break up. You're going to have to go find another person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just never, I never got that. You know what I mean? Any relationship that you get into, you're going in with the potential of 1, problems, 2, your heart being broken. So you have to understand that before even stepping into that shit.
And it's crazy how people.
But people
can go
want a
from,
fucking
like,
fairy tale ending.
Yeah. Or they go like, or they can jump from one to another.
Bro, Bro,
Easily. Just like, all right, we broke up.
I've seen a lot of that.
If you see that, if that happens, that means they're not loving themselves yet.
Yeah, it's like a low self-esteem thing.
That's a really big insecurity that they have of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
There's just a void, a need of like, I need the attention from someone else because I can't even give it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, look, marriage is a commitment. It is the biggest challenge you will have in your life if you stay married and stay committed. But it's also the most rewarding when it is great. It is very very rewarding because you get to share experiences like
in life.
let me give you an example. So my wife, she has a terrible back, really bad back, bone on bone. I showed Peter the X-rays.
Yeah.
Like it's no joke.
Shit's wild.
She is legit bedridden. Like she was legit bedridden. I had to pick her up, carry her to the fucking, I mean, it's really bad.
Still?
And only not no more.
Okay, good.
But my whole point is, even things like that, I look back on them like, damn, like that's my wife. Like I took care. Like you can't, like those experiences with someone, like going through those emotional pains with them and like going through those things. And like, she was sick yesterday. I had to go pick her up. She gave me 3
How's
bags.
she doing, by the way?
She's a lot better.
Okay.
Like those little things, like she already knows, like I got her back for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like those, like that type of connection. It's like I can't really begin to explain it. Like she appreciates it. She's like, thank you for you always take good care of me when I'm not well, and I know there's nobody else that'll do better. My whole point behind that is that's marriage. Like there might be times. I know a buddy of mine, he got in a back motorcycle accident. Wife had to wipe his ass to take a shit. Like, I know it sounds funny, but these are like little marriage things that people like, it's not all like, there's like super emotional issues that go like that happen. There's depression that goes on. There might be an injury that happens,
Paralyzation.
Yeah, a paralyzation. There's something that
Yeah.
just might, like, you have to realize how committed are you to your person? Like, how committed are you?
Usually shit like that is like a make and break for people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You know what I
telling
mean?
you.
Yeah, people will be
How
like, I'm done. after
Committed
this.
are you to your partner?
Yeah.
That's all you have to act. If without blaming the other person and without saying, well, I don't get this from, no. Ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. How committed are you to your significant other? How committed are you? Not what they are to you. How committed are you to your significant other? What have you done to please your partner? What have you done to put a smile on their face? What have you done to let them know that you're there? You got their back no matter what. Even if it's something you don't like, that you know you got their back. You're there to ride or die.
Yeah.
What have you done? If you can't answer that question, or you find yourself making an excuse and you're looking in the mirror, like you're just like blaming all the time, you're the fucking problem. The minute you come up with an excuse, you're the problem.
Totally agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Um,
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I was gonna say
Marriage, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be,
I was gonna say like some of the craziest like not experiences, like the craziest ways that I've seen that was like watching like my grandfather get older and watching my grandmother like take care of him while that was happening. Because I mean, she was 70, early 70s when he started getting older, so she's still walking around at this point. And he at this point was like, he wasn't able to walk as well. He was having strokes and all this other stuff. But she did everything she could for that man until he died. She did everything she could for him. And that man was like, he wasn't easy to take care of.
No, I think that's when you see like the biggest commitment
Bro,
type stuff.
there's a even now, like people have spoken about it, like there's a vast like difference in relationships now compared to relationships then. Granted, I will say that people have done fucked up shit and people just don't leave, period. But like, there is a very vast difference between that. And even then, like as Christian was talking about it, I was thinking about like, it's kind of random, like Good Will Hunting. Do you ever watch that movie?
No.
Watch it.
Got
Please
it.
watch it. You seen it? Yeah, so like Good Will Hunting when fuck was his name?
Matt Damon.
No, not Matt Damon. Robin Williams. When Robin Williams was talking about like how he lost his wife and like that that in itself encompasses someone who is like eternally committed to the human being that they were with. Just watch that movie and you'll know what scene I'm talking about when he just goes in, just starts talking about his wife. And that's all he did. Bro, that movie had me bawling. Bawling tears, bro. When it's not your fault.
Like, for
It's not your
example,
fault.
to
I'm
me, you know, I'm 13 years in with my wife, right? 11 years married. And I'm 37. So let's say, I don't know, I live to 80. That's 40. What's
round
that?
it out. Give it 100.
Let's say I live to 85. Okay? That's 48 more years. You know what I mean? That I'm going to
Long fucking time. Yeah.
Who knows when she's going? I don't know. I don't know who's going first. Who the fuck knows? Okay? It could be me. It could be her. It could be both at the same time. Who knows? I don't know.
It's usually men because we're stupid.
It is usually no. We're just our bodies are harder to our bodies are harder to take care of
Yeah.
than women. We have prostate, like we just have a little bit. Our colon's worse. We have a little bit more issues than females do.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah. I mean, if I had to bet on it, I'm probably gonna go first before her. But you have to understand, like. I just don't understand like how people, and even looking back on when I had really bad problems for years, like that, you know, this is the person I'm choosing to die with,
Essentially.
and commit. Like why are we gonna argue? Like what's the fucking problem?
Yeah.
Just tell me what's up.
What happened?
Tell me what's up.
You know, I mean, I don't know, man. Like. To me, if you're going behind the person's back and you're cheating or whatever, like okay, like you know, obviously that's a huge issue. You shouldn't be fucking doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's
It's just the fact that you should be fucking doing
no.
that
I mean,
shit.
nobody should.
I
You
just thought
shouldn't
it
be
was
doing
funny.
that shit.
He's right.
You know, I mean, it's just plain and simple. I mean, just leave your woman.
Yeah.
But it's so simple, but that's such a hard fucking thing for
It's
people
a
to
hard
grasp.
it's a hard concept only because like
I don't want to leave her though.
yeah, like
She's so good to me, but
Yeah.
fuck, we're having problems.
exactly. I mean, but even then,
You're a coward.
yeah.
Fucking leave.
that's a crazy dynamic too. Like cheating and shit like that, because just like what we spoke about earlier, dudes in that they could be given that's a cool thing about like, or at least cool to me, because like you want to find out why the fuck that they're doing it. They could be getting everything under the sun from that woman, but feel like they're missing something, or they could be missing one thing that they really want and they get it somewhere else.
But then, like you said, they're cowards when they don't want to leave because they know if they leave, she's gonna find someone better.
Exactly.
And they're like, no, I don't want that.
Exactly. You see what I'm
I
saying?
want her.
Bro, you see some wild
It's
shit.
stupid.
I've heard
Well, then
wild shit.
then you're not a good dude.
No, it's dumb. No, absolutely. But
You're not
it's-
taking care
it's
of your
so-
woman enough.
But
That's
it's
just
so
what-
common.
It is.
It's very common.
Very common.
Very
It's very common. Women cheat too, though. Don't think you're exempt from this. Women cheat too. And there was a lady who did a study. She was a relationship therapist. She said that women, most times when women cheat, they already don't love that man anymore, but they stay in the relationship. That's fucked up.
That sounds like the same shit dudes do.
No, but she interviewed the dudes too.
No, the dudes love them still.
The dudes still love the girl,
Yeah.
but they just
Nah, man.
Bro,
I
they were
just,
this
if
is a
you're- if you're-
relationship therapist.
If you are physically going to cheat on your wife,
Yeah, wife,
or,
girlfriend.
I mean,
whatever,
I just there's no way you love that person. No possible way,
that's the
bro.
relationship therapist,
No
bro.
possible
I'm
way
not-
you are
look,
in
I'm not-
love with that person.
I am not justifying it by any means. That lady was saying like I think it was, she said like around 70% of those women don't care about the relationship anymore and don't love that man. And I think the other 30 was like they still care about him, but they needed their needs like, fulfilled or something like that. Because 9 times out of 10, if a woman, well, I don't want to say 9 times out of 10. I don't want to generalize it, but it's that conversation we've had. Women are encouraged to cheat if a man isn't giving them a specific thing, whether that be in the love language thing.
Why would you think a woman would cheat?
It's usually because the guy isn't giving them something.
Yeah.
I seem to think that I would feel like if you look at a female, this is my opinion. I don't know.
Counter argument.
Most women need security.
Agreed.
And they need to feel like their man is present.
Agreed.
Right. And they need to be able to be spoken with their love language.
Agreed.
And usually that goes hand in hand. If you're present, if you're talking. So the only thing I can think of is if you have a female who, I don't know,
already promiscuous.
They're like they got a guy that works all fucking day. Like he's never home.
Yeah.
Like they're never able to connect. And I don't know. And she's just
That sounds
at
like
the house.
that sounds like the military.
yeah, like that.
I hear that shit all the
Bro,
time.
did you hear
Military.
it? Did you hear about the story about this military girl?
What?
Oh, the one that got killed.
Oh, bro. There was this girl. Her boyfriend went into the military, right? She took a picture with him and everything. In that same outfit, goes to a fucking Pornhub shoot.
Whoa! Right after
Oh, what?
a
Pornhub shoot.
like she went to go shoot a porn scene after she said bye to her man. I guess.
He's going overseas.
Did he know this?
No. He came back and broke up with her.
No.
That's fucking crazy.
All my life, bro.
On Peter's life. Yeah.
No.
That. Yo.
In the same outfit.
Was she shamed on?
Of course, by dudes. By girls, too. But guess what?
Because if it was the other way around, that guy would have got murdered.
Oh my god, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Would have died.
You see, like, but
Like, no joke. He's
like
an
a-
asshole. They're going to go cut his dick off.
Mhm.
yeah. But like, that's the thing. Like, what we spoke about before. Like, women will be encouraged to go cheat. And I'm not saying dudes don't do the same thing. Like, yeah, bro, just go. I've known dudes to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying here is like, if a man isn't like giving a woman his all, or like he isn't feeding that love language, for example, there are girls that'll be like, yeah, just go cheat on him. Fuck it. Why not? He's not giving you whatever. You know what I mean? And that's
right.
That seems to be well and dandy.
You're right.
But then as soon as a dude does it, oh, he's a dog. He's the worst.
I'll say that
Scum.
That
You hate that shit.
Yeah, that
he
con-
hates that.
That is so underhanded, and two, what's the fucking
That's
word?
part about being a man, though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
underhanded, and what's the fucking other word? Hypocritical. Hypocritical. There was another one.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a fan of being the hypocrite shit. I can't. It's something I can't deal with.
Yeah, it's.
that don't make sense to me.
But
It
see,
doesn't make sense.
That whole concept is kind of like they don't talk about it because a man cheating is so like. It's so
Norm.
Like, it's the norm.
No,
but
it's not normal.
It's not
though.
normal, but it's dumb because.
But no, it's normal in regards to relationship experiences. It's not normal in itself, but it's normal in relationship experiences. How many times?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not. I don't have
I feel
much
you.
experience
Okay,
other
so
than my
let
wife.
me ask you
Yeah,
this
yeah,
then. Out of
But
10,
I have 13 years of relationship experience with my wife. I can tell you that.
Exactly.
which
So
is amazing.
10 clients, 10 female clients. How many of them would have told you, off the top of your head, have been cheated on at least once?
I have no clue.
Probably like 9 out of 10. And
I've
I
been
guarantee
cheated
it.
on.
Have been cheated on at one point or another. I guarantee.
Or-
and I'm
or-
saying like past and now. You
wait,
can go
wait,
through and
or-
text them all and be like, "Hey, have you been cheated on at one point in your life?" Yes.
Or
And I
thought about
guarantee
it, or-
maybe once.
Or thought
Or be
about
like,
it
no.
because the thought is also very common. Like, oh, he's probably gonna cheat on me.
Yeah.
It's such a thing that people think about, like going into a relationship.
But,
they
it-
probably think like, oh, there's a chance he's gonna cheat.
There's
on
a,
me.
but
Like,
you have to
what?
keep in mind, like in general, there is, if you're going into a relationship with an individual, there is a potential for them to cheat.
yeah.
It's a fact.
There's potential for all that.
It's potential for all of it.
Yeah.
What did you say before that though? I was
I don't know.
about to say something, but I forgot it. It kind of
The norm. It's the norm.
it is.
You really
it's
think it's the norm?
It is considered the norm.
The
yes.
concept of it is the norm.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you guys are around a lot of people that's the norm and it's cheating, you need to read
The concept of men ain't shit is
Bro,
the norm.
Bro, that the concept of men are dogs is very normal.
Oh, that I know.
You see what I'm saying? But that encompasses the same thing. So like, I'm not saying I've met like.
Do you find it offensive that you're called a dog like that?
Yeah.
I don't find it.
We're in
offensive.
that category.
Okay, you could say that all you want about me, but like, at the end of the day,
You're
if
a
I'm not,
dog.
if I'm not in a relationship with you, like, what fucking difference does it make to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wolf.
Like, stop,
Oh, you know,
stop. Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
No, he just barked.
I was like, wolf.
God.
I'm sorry, man.
But even then, like, it's relationships in themselves are so dynamic that as long as you're doing your absolute best, I kind of thought about something else here. You know what I never really liked about like social media and relationships, and I'm not going to talk about like people posting and shit like that. What I don't like about social media and relationships is that every post that has to do with some sort of breakup, the woman is the good person and the man is the bad one.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's pretty true.
You know what I mean?
That's
They'd be
very
like,
true.
yeah, he didn't deserve you because this, and some shit like that. How do you know this bitch wasn't crazy?
That's a good point.
Can anybody tell me?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care what it is, what happens. To me, cheating is crossing the line.
For everybody, cheating should be crossing the line.
Plain-
As soon as
plain and
it
simple.
happens, stop.
That's gone.
That should
It's
be
over.
the norm.
To me,
yeah.
cheating, once cheating happens, it's over.
Just
Like
stop
it's
there.
just
yeah.
it's completely. I don't know how people do it. I stayed for the kids. You're an idiot. You're
Just
a fucking
stop.
idiot. I don't care if I have 15 kids. Like
Yeah.
you're getting divorced.
Yeah, just stop there.
Like I'm done. I will handle it. I will not be afraid to leave.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And I know there's a lot of there's probably women out there and men out there who are stuck and like they don't want to leave. They're scared. Like
Financial situations.
come on,
yeah.
man. You got the rest of your life.
I agree.
You know, you got to find someone that's gonna love you for who you the fuck you are.
Yeah, that's only going to be a small part of your life. That breakup and then that buffer between.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's something I could never. I could never. That.
But it's crazy how social media
it'd be
changed
so
all that.
bad.
though.
Like honestly, like it would be so like heartening to me. Like I probably wouldn't even talk about it. Like it wouldn't be a sit down. Like
Yeah.
let's have a conversation. Like no, it's
You just
gone.
never
Like,
talk about it again.
I would be like, okay. I don't even get mad. I won't even ask
Just
why.
Just
I'm just like,
keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I'm okay. That's it.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
Divorced.
Yeah.
We're getting divorced. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Sign these fucking papers. I
I'm,
gotta go.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
taking the dogs. That's it. You get the fucking cats. No, she would never do that. But what I'm saying is like I just I'm not. I don't get it. I just there's a lot of things I don't get. I've never been in those situations as far as like being married and then cheated on or whatever. But and I know it happens. And
Yeah.
I just don't know how
I
people.
feel like it's even more common now, like I was just saying with social media, because your quote unquote dream person could be one click away.
Real
and
shit.
you know that's the person. Before you didn't know about
What
every
do you mean
fucking
one
person.
click away?
Like you can just
D-
find
it's a
someone on
DM.
Instagram and
All
you're
it
like,
takes is a
oh my
DM.
God, that's the person I've always wanted to be with. And you can message them.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like that before. Like years ago, you couldn't just find somebody. Now it's just like,
Shit's easy.
Dude,
now,
I
bro.
told
There's
you,
no,
bro.
there's no work for
Bro,
nothing.
I
one
told you,
click
like
away.
as soon as like what was it? So I had ripped this fucking callus, right? And then I posted it on my story, just bullshitting. I'm like, damn, I ripped it again or some shit. Kaylee DM'd me right after that. And I told her, I've told Kaylee this, so if she's watching this, she knows. So I had followed Kaylee just because I thought she was pretty. And I was like, look, I wasn't even going to message you. Like, I just thought you were pretty. So I followed you.
there it is. And look, and now they're dating. One click
That's
away.
all I did. And she was like, I followed you back because I thought you were cute. And I was like, oh, word. I like that shit. And then she was like, what else she say? She was like,
What did she say when she saw you in your fucking powerlifting tights?
I don't know. I have no clue. But
Yo, that's a good. Hey, that's hilarious.
you'd have to ask when she comes on. Ask her.
Yo, that's hilarious.
She's probably gonna be like,
Yo, that was hilarious.
but
and I got one interview. What did you think of Peter and his powerlifting?
and then you
tights?
just like,
She probably kept that to herself. She was like, yeah, he wants to know. Tell me.
Oh shit.
yeah, but like, and then not too long after that, she was like, oh yeah, I only messaged you because I was feeling like confident that day or some shit like that. I was like, bet.
Let's go.
It's fucking awesome.
Let's go.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good that she
And
came
that's
after
all
you.
it took.
Going after this guy.
Yeah, she was just like, hello.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
But
Yep.
but the same way you can get into a relationship that easy is the same way you can cheat that easy.
Yep.
It's one click away.
It really is.
If you
bro.
post something, because people post the dumbest, like everything on their social media. So if you say you got in a fight, 40 dudes in your DMs like, hey, are you
I
okay?
don't have it.
No,
I'm
I
not on it.
understand you don't, but
And I'm telling you right now, if you are married, you should just stay the fuck off of it.
yeah.
I understand that.
Or
I
don't
understand
post-
that perspective.
And
post your
not
problem.
because it may cause a problem,
Uh-huh.
like you going after someone or they coming after you or DMing or why they did whatever the fuck it is. It's because the negativity that it can give you is really bad, whether it's politically, an
I totally agree.
opinion,
Mhm.
just bad people. Like it is not good.
Yeah.
It is just not good.
I heavily use the mute button.
Mm.
I love that shit.
So
Yeah.
that's my opinion on it. But
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I hear you too. But we're just saying that.
We talked a lot about relationships. We gotta move on.
Oh yeah,
here.
we've been 40 minutes in.
40 minutes into relationship talk. That is the end of part 1. Part 2, fitness, health, and wellness, and business. So listen, I got a lot of questions the other day from a good buddy of mine. He's starting his business here, trying to launch websites and help companies and stuff like that. And he asked a lot of tax questions. And he's like, hey, so I want to make this much money, and I want to put my wife, my significant other, on salaries so she can get out of her job, and I need to make this much. And I'm like, okay, well, what is it that you're around now? And he was like the same. I was like, well, no, you gotta add this because you have to pay taxes. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like explaining it to him, and it's still mind-boggling how many people don't know taxes when they're going into it. Like, guys, I'm telling you, like, it goes back to one of the beginning of the episodes. I have a really big problem of people saying what other people should do with their money if they've never owned that business or have been in
I
business.
feel you on that. I totally
Until your ass pays taxes business wise, don't have a conversation with me until you're in it yourself. Like, don't even tell me what Wall Street should be doing, or Walmart or Amazon, how much money they have and what they should be doing with their money because they make so much fucking money. Like, don't even talk to me about it. Like, until you yourself are online paying payroll taxes for yourself, for your employees, offering insurance and shit like that, and how much money all that shit costs, and then you get a tax bill at the end. Until that happens, like, don't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
And this guy's he's one of the smartest guys I fucking know anyways. And obviously who the fuck I'm talking about. And he'll figure it out on his own. And no matter how many times I've told him, like his wife was talking to me about it too. And they're smart. They're going to get it off the bat. I mean, I'll give them my accountant. I'm going to be there to help them out. I learned all this shit on my own until I had gotten my accountant. Now my accountant takes care of everything. I don't have to worry about this shit. I had a meeting with her earlier today. But my point is, if you're starting off and you can afford an accountant, just get the fucking accountant off the bat.
Yeah, I was just about
Like,
to say that's,
right off the
that's the
bat.
best thing.
Yeah,
Get an
just so you don't
accountant.
even
Like,
think about
I don't
it.
even care if you're not even making $5.
Get an
Just get the
accountant.
fucking
Get an accountant.
accountant, pay her money per month or per year, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
And just like get it out the way. That way, like, you're not fucking screwed off the bat. That's one thing that he should be doing. Now, I pay a little bit higher because I'm an S corp and I had employees, so my monthly rate and my taxes are a little bit higher. But if you're just starting off, you could probably get away with $50 to $75 a month tops on an accountant to just do
What? Really?
Yeah,
That sounds super.
just
that's super cheap.
just to do your stuff, like because you don't have nothing going on.
True.
Like, you should
True.
probably charge you that.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Hell yeah,
That's
get
crazy.
an accountant, bro.
Like me, she charges me about $150 to $175 a month.
But even then, that's not bad.
But then I have to pay $550 for my business taxes, and then $450 for my personal taxes.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's like about a K.
Yeah, but you know how much money she saves me?
I can imagine. I can only imagine.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of fucking money. One year she saved me almost $400. 1 year. She did.
Was that last year?
This was about 2 years ago.
And he paid what, $900? Look at that. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally
I paid $900.
Damn, you've had that lady for 2 years now?
2 years, yeah. Ada Maria, yeah.
What a great first impression. Hey, I just saved you $8,500.
Yeah, that was her good.
It's not even that, bro. Like, I feel like it was just yesterday. I feel like it was last year.
No, man. I had her since 2018. I had her, I found her, I think that towards the end of 2018. October, like September, October time, 2018. I went back to my emails.
Yeah.
And so she did all my books, my profit and loss. She spits out my profit and loss. And we were going over what my profit and loss was this year compared to last year. It was a joke.
Oh, damn.
But we're looking forward to next year and figuring it out. But she goes over your profit and loss. She says, hey, you're spending too much money on
XYZ.
Amazon. You're spending too much money on this. Like, you know.
Amazon.
I did one time she told me that you do a lot of Amazon. I said, yeah. She's like, you spent like $3,000 this month on Amazon. I said,
like,
well, I had to buy equipment. I had to get all this shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it's good. It's good to get a good accountant that's going to save you some money. Get yourself on salary and payroll. I was talking to my buddy about this. I said, you're going to do that. Like, just make sure, like, you got to remember when you go and you put yourself on payroll, like, you got to send in those taxes. Like, they will come. It's going to come up. You owe this much in taxes this month, right on the 13th. It's all due on the 13th.
Hey, remember that business you started?
The 13th of every month.
13th? That's such a weird time.
Yeah, it's on the 13th. Mine's the 13th of every month. Whatever my payroll taxes were for this month, they got to get paid the following month.
Right.
Yeah.
So all the taxes that's getting deducted from my check, all of it, right? It adds up into this bank, and then I get the notification you owe $3,400 in taxes on the 13th.
Yeah.
You owe $1,700, and then my business has to pay that, but it's paying it on my behalf.
Got you. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say we hire Kevin in the future. We blow up and we're getting crazy, like we're a multi-million-dollar company. Kevin goes on $100,000 salary.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
He's producing multiple shit. He goes crazy. He goes on $100,000 salary. Well, his checks every week, I don't know, they're going to be about, let me see.
About $4,000? 4,000 some change.
Every week?
Yeah, $4,250.
Every week.
Checks a week? Yeah, because it takes. Oh wait, never mind. Oh no, I was fucking up.
He's gonna be about, let me see, 1,200,
probably about
2,400. His gross is gonna be about $2,500.
Whoa, yo, one of those giant lizards are in
per
here.
week.
Oh, like the
So his gross will be about $2,200 a week. His gross.
Oh, let's go.
times 52. Yeah.
Was I right?
Holy
around. Well, yeah, it's
shit.
100. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna be about $2,000 a week.
Yeah, 2000.
Gross.
21.
Gross.
I think it's 21.
That is gross. I love it.
that was good. That was good.
I
So
love
then
that.
what happens is that $2,200 gets taxed,
Yeah.
and then you get your check.
Let's go. Okay.
Your check will probably be about $1,600.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Now, the $800, well, 1,600, 2,200, so 600. That's $600. So that $600 that got taken out of your check is being added up.
Right.
It doesn't come out of my bank account yet. The next week, another $600. The next week, another $600. The next week, another $600. So that's $2,400 that month on taxes.
You gotta pay for.
On the 13th, my business has to pay that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You don't understand.
No, I do. I get it.
Yeah, on the 13th,
yeah.
my business taxes that are due for all my employees, all of them,
You gotta pay that.
are due on the 13th. So when I had Rebecca, Patience, Elaine, myself,
All of the what's it called?
all the W-2 employees, like they were like on the 13th, my tax bill was through the roof.
Right.
I'm gonna piss myself. I gotta go take over the show real quick.
Yeah. You guys need a story time? What do you want to
Until he comes
Ask
back?
me a question.
All right, bet. Until he comes back from peeing.
Hurry up, bro. No, I'm kidding.
About taxes?
Oh, I don't know shit about
Oh, it's like, what do you
That's why I
want
go
about
get a lady to
taxes?
do it for me.
Yeah, thanks, lady.
Yeah, thanks, lady.
Are you LLC'd or S corped?
LLC.
You're LLC'd already?
Yeah.
Good, man.
Thanks, bro.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I got to register mine. That's what I'm trying to do next.
I mean, I would probably stick 1099, bro. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I would stick with that. You don't got to do any.
I just want
other-
to make the name
other-
official.
I mean, yeah, but
know
you
what
could 1099 that bitch anyway.
Make a little merch.
Yeah, 1099 that bitch.
Slide you guys
That'd be
some
fine.
slide you guys some hoodies.
Thanks, bro. I do love hoodies.
I love
I
hoodies,
fucking love
man.
hoodies. But yeah, I would just 1099. I'll keep it right there.
Bet.
I mean, once you get bigger, you know. And
Yeah.
you-
Not right now. I'm not-
multiple- yeah,
I'm not looking to
multiple
it.
shit. That's an alarm. When
Yeah.
you could do like multiple shit like that.
I'm
then
looking
yeah, by
to,
all means. But otherwise,
I gotta do the logo for our shit too.
yeah.
It'll be ready. It'll be ready for Monday.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all that up. I'm probably gonna cut all this. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it. I think it's pretty cool.
We're probably gonna cut all this anyways.
Yeah.
No. The shit that we're talking about didn't make any sense. That's what I
That
was
doesn't
like,
matter
yeah,
anyway.
it
Fuck it.
fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
It's all right.
To
So-
to piggyback off of what you were saying too.
Real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I always say I want to do a lot of things and I never do them, and then I do them later on.
Hmm.
But I would love to do a self-employed seminar
Why not?
on some shit like this.
Yeah. Because I feel like that makes
There's got to be a lot of people out there that don't know about
Yeah,
this. that
because
would
like,
this.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing to bring about because like there's a lot of people like you said that'll be like, hey, people should do this with their money and things like that. But if people don't have the knowledge on that specific topic, then if you give them that knowledge, they can make an educated guess based on the knowledge that they have.
I think the biggest lesson, if I went back in time to teach myself, would be don't think you always know. Like, you don't want to get to the point where you know after the problem already happened,
Yeah.
right? Because, like, for example, there's going to be things that are going to happen that you fuck up that are just inevitable. This is one of the things, like, you don't need to fuck up. You
I
can
agree.
prevent this
I agree.
if you listen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
No,
there's
no,
just
no,
going to
yeah,
be things
yeah.
like, for example, I come up with an idea for my business. I put it out there and, like, it fucking fucks up. It fails. The kids didn't like it. Okay, I learned and I'm going to try something different. But with taxes, it's the same shit. It's
Over and
it's
over.
just one thing over and over and over again. Like, you can get a grip on that immediately.
Yeah.
And that's something you can control. You just got to find the right person, and that's it. And that would be like the really, really big. Like, I think when you're self-employed, like, you may not need an accountant right off the bat, but you better know what the fuck you're doing.
That is true. Bro,
You better know what you're
I
doing.
have been cucked a few times from just
Well,
fucking money problems.
You should get with my accountant.
Yeah, I
She'll
probably might
hook
need
you
to.
up.
Yeah.
It's a good investment.
I'm dead
That guy.
serious.
Yeah.
She. I'm telling you, she will put you on an S corp real quick, and you're straight. You're good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, and then I don't know. I mean, most self-employed businesses or most people, they don't know that when they're starting a business. They
Yeah.
just don't know that.
Of course.
That
Yeah.
tax bill is just gonna come whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it's gonna run you over. Fucking run you over if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. But like I was saying, to piggyback off of what you were saying about taxes, tax ID number. Now, one thing that I learned because helping my dad run his business and everything like that. Say if you sell stuff, if you're getting into the business of
Like a merchant?
say you you want to sell things like online or you start an e-commerce or some shit like that. You get that tax ID, you can go to like wholesalers and you get shit cheap.
Mhm.
Now, when we when we buy parts for cars and everything like that, we have our tax ID, we bring it to them and we get the parts cheaper than listed price.
Of course.
Right. But to a new business owner, they might think, damn, I'm getting these parts cheaper. I can make more money. Nah, son, that's not the case. They're just taking all the taxes and stuff off of it in the beginning. So later on, they're going to tax you for all that stuff that you bought with your tax ID.
Wow.
So
See,
don't,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, so don't think that you're getting it cheaper. You're not really getting it cheaper. You're just, you don't have to pay the taxes and
This
everything
goes for,
right now.
this goes for owning a business in general.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you might see that and think to yourself, oh, I get it cheap. Don't worry. Just, I can make a little more than I thought. If like car parts, like if headlights are like $500, we might get it for like $350. And then we're in our head, you would think, oh, I just made an extra $150,
Or I kept 100.
or I kept $150. No, you're gonna have to pay that later.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
They're
pay
like,
that
yeah,
later.
you're renting that, pal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like you're gonna have to pay that later. So another thing, if you're getting into selling stuff and all that, don't think that tax break from products is like you making more money. That's not the case.
I think part of owning a business, or if you're self-employed or you own a business,
Wasn't it supposed to be tax-free weekend recently?
one of the first things
no.
one of the first things you need to invest in is invest in how you're going to manage your money.
Yeah.
That's just plain and simple. And I wish I had met Maria 5 years ago. I do.
Oh, bro, you would have been.
I mean, there'd be a lot of
Rolling.
there would be so much more money that I probably would have been able to make. I mean, she doesn't really give me like advice on like what I should be doing like with my investments and stuff like that. She knows I'm smart enough. Like I already have that knowledge. Like I help her with that sometimes. Like when we're conversing. But she knows like my trends. She knows like my budgets. She knows like, when it comes to tax season, like she's got it like hands the fuck down.
Right.
He said, hands the fuck
Like
down.
she knows what she's doing.
She's that
And
dope.
I'm in this I'm in a situation now because she's helped me turn into an S corp since 2018. So, there's a really good, like I'm a W-2 employee the last 2 years, so I'm able to go get a car, a house. I'm able to get stuff that most self-employed people won't get approved for,
Right.
because I'm an S corporation and I'm able to show us a normal salary,
Right.
and not use my business so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's crucial because you have no clue, like.
We'll talk about that next time.
2-3 years ago, man, when I would apply for something, they'd be like, "Oh, you only make $17,000." I'm like, "No, what are you kidding me? Are you blind?"
Like, look at my business.
Look at my business. They're like, "Well, that's your business.
It's
I'm
not
like,
you."
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, that's me. And they're like, nah.
Yep.
So now it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's what we do for my dad. We have him make a salary on top of whatever the shop makes. So it shows income in both,
Avenues.
avenues,
Yeah,
exactly. So if he needed to go get anything, they're like, "Oh, you make good money."
Yeah.
Instead of just showing them like all the stuff that the shop does and everything like that. So yeah, for sure. For sure. I had to help him with all that too.
Like that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, there you go. Happy Friday, everyone. We're all done. It was we didn't talk about anything about fitness, but that's okay. We had a
Yeah,
really
we're
good
fine.
long
Yeah.
relationship and business.
Hey, go work
Good
out.
stuff. Yeah. Boom.
There you go.
That was beautiful.
Listen, again, working out relieves stress, it helps with your aging. There's nothing else better.
More energy.
Better for you, more energy, better sex. It boosts up your confidence, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Come on. When you're working out, you look good, you feel good for your man or your woman.
You think I would be wearing
come
this
on.
tank top?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? One episode, we're going to just do it with our shirts off and see how that works.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna-
flagged. I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube.
I'm kidding.
We're gonna put it as
My
we're
wife
gonna,
will fucking kill me.
we're gonna
You
put it
kidding me?
under
She'd be- she would
education.
flip.
Or just put it under education.
NSFW.
And I'm gonna and then I'm gonna
The
get
whole time, we'll just be like this.
I'm gonna get the fake
The
clip
entire
on.
fucking time, we're just gonna start doing that.
I'm just gonna get fake clip-ons for one nipple.
Oh
I'm
God!
kidding.
Stop.
I'm
bro.
kidding.
Stop.
No,
Get the
listen.
fuck outta
So
here.
listen, that was fun. Really good. That was a hot relationship topic right there.
40
Now,
we were
minutes.
going back and forth with that shit.
remember,
Yeah,
cut that
bro.
off. Part 1, part 2. Kevin, thank you for your time.
Got you.
You were
Appreciate
on the ropes with Christian
This
Ortiz.
is Peter Pires.
We are out. Happy Friday. September's next.
Peace.